The National Student Financial Aid Scheme, or NSAFS, controls a public fund of roughly $55 billion. That massive pool of money exists for one purpose: to provide a lifeline to South Africa's most vulnerable youth so they can afford higher education. But on the ground, that lifeline looks entirely different. A university student relying on this fund receives a living allowance of precisely $1,716 per month to cover all their food, toiletries, and daily survival needs. Making that math work requires extreme sacrifices. Students are rationing basic toiletries, skipping meals entirely, and in the most severe cases, sleeping in university libraries because they simply cannot afford rent. Right now, those students are actively demanding an increase to their food allowances and a cap on accommodation costs just to keep pace with basic inflation. The math clearly is not adding up. The system designed to lift these students out of poverty has instead left them fighting a daily battle for basic survival. The person tasked with managing this crisis is the NSFAS administrator, Professor Hlengani Mathebula. Recently leaked internal invoices paint a very specific picture of how public money is moving under his administration. While students ration their groceries, Mathebula has been utilizing state funds to finance a high-end luxury travel spree. The receipts reveal an executive travel spree costing over $250,000. It's a staggering disconnect. Taxpayer money intended for education is paying for five-star hotel suites. How does the leadership of a vital public aid scheme justify blank check luxury spending while its core beneficiaries go hungry? To understand the spending, we have to look at the paperwork. The timeline starts in late May 2026 in the upper echelons of Cape Town's hospitality sector. This timeline shows a physical impossibility. According to official tax invoices, taxpayers paid $14,850 for Mathebula to occupy a suite at the Westin Cape Town. For those exact same dates, May 25th through the 28th, a separate invoice shows NSFAS paid $9,200 for him to stay at the Pepper Club Hotel and Spa. Public funds were burned to secure two separate luxury rooms in the same city for the exact same nights under a single individual's name. When questioned, the official NSFAS defense was that an attempt to cancel the Pepper Club booking failed due to health reasons. A spokesperson also claimed the city's hotels were oversubscribed, leaving them with limited options. This document outlines the National Treasury's travel policy framework. Section 15.2 explicitly classifies uncanceled bookings as fruitless and wasteful expenditure. It mandates that the traveler is personally liable for no-show costs and that the institution must recover the money from them. Despite those strict bureaucratic safeguards, the rules were ignored. The double booking was paid for with public money, with zero personal consequence for the administrator, and the hotel stays continued. By mid-June, NSFAS was billed 86,811 rand to book Mathebula into the Advertencia Felidae apartments for a 49-night stay. This chart breaks down the math of that stay. The estate cost roughly 1,771 rand per night. That means the administrator spent more public money on a single night of accommodation than a student receives to survive on for an entire month. And the spending extends beyond travel. During his tenure, Mathebula incrementally hired 4 personal advisors. Cumulatively, their annual salaries cost the scheme nearly 10 million rand. This massive expansion of the executive payroll happened while Mathebula's own proposed 5.5 million rand annual salary package was still sitting on a desk, waiting for approval. The numbers reveal an agency operating with 2 completely separate ledgers. There's strict, unyielding austerity for the students and unlimited financial flexibility for the executives. The political fallout has been swift. The economic freedom fighters have demanded that Mathebula and Minister Budi Manamela answer to the Portfolio Committee for the chaotic state of the scheme's finances. The National Treasury has now stepped in, warning that any expenditures violating travel policies may be classified as irregular. Consequently, Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana has officially rejected Mathebula's 5.5 million rand pay package. In response, the Department of Higher Education defended the administrator. They argue that Mathebula's multi-million rand advisory structure is actually leaner and cheaper than the technical support costs of previous administrations. But pointing out that past leadership wasted even more money entirely misses the point. It offers absolutely zero comfort to a student trying to stretch 1,716 rand across 30 days.
Quiet, reflective tone.
While the politicians debate salary caps and review their expenditure classifications, the students remain trapped in chronic food insecurity. Millions of rand are easily found to cover uncanceled reservations, luxury suites, and an expanding roster of advisors. Yet, when students ask for enough money to buy basic groceries, they are met with austerity. It leaves a lingering question. How can a national aid scheme ever hope to fix the desperate reality of its students when its leaders refuse to step out of their luxury suites?